Please tell us a little bit about this bill first. Thank you.
Madam Chair and members of the committee, Senate Bill 542 would require that an original equipment manufacturer make any documentation, tool, part, or other device or implement that the original equipment manufacturer makes available to an authorized repair provider for the purpose of diagnosing, maintaining, or repairing consumer electronic equipment available to owners or consumers of electronic equipment or independent repair providers on fair and reasonable terms.
All right. Thank you. Welcome, Senator Solman.
Thank you so much, Madam Chair and members of the committee. For the record, I'm Janine Solman. I'm the state senator for Senate District 15, which includes areas of Forest Grove, Cornelius, Hillsborough, and the Rock Creek area of Washington County. So I'm really excited to bring this opportunity, this concept forward to you. This is about the environment. It's about consumer protection and small business support. It is about your right to repair. Cell phones, laptops, small electronic appliances, we all have them. We've all experienced those frustrating moments when phone screens get cracked, buttons stop working, something gets dropped and breaks off. These little or not so little mishaps can happen, and they can potentially turn into large expense items or having to dispose of a device altogether, because that seems like it is your only choice. So my belief is that if you own it, you should have you should be able to choose where and how you repair it. But all too often, the only options available to you are to have your device fixed through the manufacturer. Companies are not required to share nor provide you the manuals or tools for sale that would allow you to fix your device on your own or take it to a local repair shop. Sometimes fixes can be pricey or lengthy, especially if you're in an area without an authorized repair shop and you have to send in your phone in the mail to be repaired and then wait for it to be sent back to you. Or the cost could make it prohibitive to repair, and then that's when you feel like you have to buy that device. These electronics, that's e-waste. So did you know that e-waste is one of the fastest growing waste streams in the world right now? The vast majority of energy and carbon emissions associated with electronics is in the manufacturing, about 80% to be exact. So just to create something new, 80% of that energy. As you can see in reading DEQ's submitted testimony, Senate Bill 542 aligns with the state policy under ORS 459.015, which prioritizes reuse above recycling as a method to managing solid waste. Besides the e-waste issue, there are many reasons to support this concept. Right to Repair will make sure that more people have affordable access to technology. Access to the internet is essential to participate in our society, as we have seen very, very clearly during the COVID-19 pandemic, for school, for work, and for healthcare. Yet so many low-income Oregonians do not have devices. Creating a stronger secondary market for electronics by removing barriers to repair of existing product would help get technology in the hands of people who need it in ways they can afford it. Being able to extend the life of electronics would benefit my constituents and yours, where it counts most these days, directly in their wallet. Think of this: if you purchased a car and the dealer told you the only place for you to have those repairs done was in their dealership, paying their prices versus a local trusted shop, how would that make you feel? Choice is what this is all about. And the choice should be yours to have it should be yours on where you have that product repaired, because you own it. The policy has been introduced for several years now, and at the start, the net was very wide on this and what was included. The last couple of sessions, we have been working alongside environmental and small business advocates on where the focus should be made. We stood by our why of this policy, why it was so important. But anti-repair right organizations, until recently, had been successful in their fight, managing to not move right to repair bills forward in many states and utilizing that as the non-movement part of the narrative on that policy, that it must be scary to those states, and in order for it to be they have not been successful, because the time has come. More consumers have demanded the opportunity to the right to repair. Government studies like Nixing the Fix by the Federal Trade Commission have been released. States have passed their own right to repair policy. Countries like France that are putting repairability scores on their products to address e-waste. Some companies are taking steps in the right directions to offer repair options. Some companies like to tell you that they're already doing this, but yet the scope is very narrow. They like to tell you that if you go any further, it could potentially be very unsafe. Yet they would not put a single word in writing to explain what the issue is and what you are to be afraid of. Consumers are demanding transparency. They put us in leadership roles to have us work on such policy. They know this bill will save them money, and they urge us to act to help them in these tough economic times. Consumers are saying that it is time to be fair and let them repair. So, colleagues, I urge your support.
All right. Thank you so much. Committee, are there any questions for Senator Solman? No question? What?
Not at this point.
Not at this point. All right.
Perfect.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much. I see Representative Neron.
If you didn't ask
I'm
now.
going to